Time now for What Are the Odds? As we take a look at the favorites to win the National League pennant. The Dodgers are plus 215, so if you bet $100 on LA and it makes it to the World Series for the fourth time in 5 years, you'd win $215. The Mets are at plus 750. Sal Licata joining us now. And Sal, the Padres are ahead of the Mets at plus 425. They were a playoff team a year ago and are on the cusp of adding 2 elite pitchers to the staff. So have their moves turned up the heat here on Sandy Alderson and the Mets?
Not as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I think Met fans need to stop worrying about what other teams are doing and just trust in Steve Cohen and trust in Sandy Alderson. How many times do they have to say that they're going to make moves? I mean, not everything is going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a couple of weeks. It may take months. We don't know about the market, but I'm not sitting here concerned about what the San Diego Padres are doing. Look, that's a good ball club. I mean, they were a good ball club going into the year regardless, so they make a couple of nice moves. They are a better ball club now than they were prior to these moves. The Mets have a long way to go. They're going to improve. Let's not get nuts here. Be patient with this new regime.
Sal Licata preaching patience. I love it. All right, Sal, you mentioned have trust in Steve Cohen. What do you make of the Mets' new owner's tweets on Monday that the Mets farm system needs to be replenished?
I think they were refreshingly honest. It's unfortunate that that's the reality, but I also think he's saying, hey, look, I would, and I have no sources whatsoever, don't pretend to, don't care to, but I would believe that the Mets checked in with the Rays on Blake Snell, and the Rays didn't want what the Mets had to offer and chose the Padres instead. And I would think that this tweet, to me, shows that that might have been the case, where Cohen is basically explaining to the fans who keep harassing him on Twitter, hey, look, we don't have a good farm system. We tried to get him without saying that they did. We couldn't. We don't have what it takes. And not just that, Alderson has referenced it time and time again, how the Mets will be willing to maybe take on money, but they're not being able to really give up prospects. They need to rebuild the farm system. So the Mets will sign a big free agent. Maybe they trade for another big-name player. They'll get some bullpen arms. They'll get another arm in the rotation. It's going to take some time, but I think the tweet from the new owner, refreshingly honest.
Harassment on Twitter. Say it ain't so, Sal. Sal Licata, thanks for joining us for What Are the Odds?